everybody, Kayla here with Damn the Diets. So I was about to just head out. We're gonna go to the beach today, and I thought of this story that I felt needed to be shared with you guys. It was a big reflection that I had the other day, and I don't know, it may help you or someone to try to understand how dieting or restricting our foods, which then when we have food obsessions controlling our life, can truly affect our life in a negative way and affect our relationships in a horrible way. And then coming to the realization of what's more important: strictly dieting, strictly having the perfect body, whatever that means, or having meaningful and valuable relationships and meaningful and valuable experiences within life. So you have to come to terms with what's more important to you in this life, and where do you want to focus your energy and time on, and this is the most crucial, what's the most fulfilling, what's the most meaningful to you at the end of the day, what's going to give you the most quality of life. With my experience, I was thinking about how back, I don't know, a long time ago, years and years ago, so like in the midst of my bulimia. But so it was after my last fitness competition, and I was binging and purging, and I had extreme mental and physical hunger that I felt uncontrollable around food. I felt crazy around food, and I was still obsessed with my exercise compulsion to try to control the weight gain because I was binging. I couldn't control myself. I was binging. I wonder why, after restricting and sticking to my strict meal plan for so long for the competition, just to be fit in general. Yeah, I had been following that for quite some time. Had major digestive problems, hormonal imbalance, didn't have my period, insomnia, couldn't sleep, all of this stuff. That summer, my sister was getting married. And she was getting married to the love of her life, who is such a good guy, and they are so wonderful together, the perfect match. They're best friends. They had been together for 10 years or so and finally decided to get married. So how did my food obsession take me away from that experience, from fully being able to experience it and enjoy it thoroughly? Being completely obsessed with food. We were doing our hair and makeup together, and I was helping her out, sister bonding type stuff. What was I thinking about? Food. When she was back in the room, privately getting ready, and it was just me and my mom and then my brother's girlfriend at the time, all very close, what could I think about the whole time? Instead of engaging and bonding and really being fully present with them and making like long-lasting memories. I mean, I do have long-lasting memories now, and it was of me not being able to be fully present and just being able to think about food and how much I couldn't wait to eat that cake that Tom's mom had made, or all of the appetizers that were out waiting in the kitchen for me. But I would rather be in the kitchen eating those than be in that experience with my sister, mom, and no. I was just thinking about that food out in the other room the whole time. During the vows, what could I think about? I couldn't wait to go eat. And I was just thinking about how bloated I felt standing up there being the maid of honor. I was so bloated. My ankles were swollen. I was facing edema. I was just so fogged and dazed and confused, both from being malnourished, both from binging the night before and just feeling completely lethargic, which doesn't mean you shouldn't listen to the extreme hunger if your body is asking to binge. But it was the fact that I purged after, I threw up after, and then I also purge the calories via exercise by going extra hard to burn off those calories, because I felt so guilty and I felt so ashamed, and I felt like my body was deceiving me and was failing me. Out of that experience, yeah, I couldn't be there fully and presently within that huge time of my life. I couldn't help but keep thinking about how uncomfortable I felt in my body, because I wasn't as lean as I was before my fitness competition, when I was strictly like really dieting it or dialing in my diet, just feeling so lost and confused, and just all I wanted to do was eat. Fast forward into after being recovered, like however many years later it was, this was last summer, my sister again had her baby shower for her first baby, the first baby out of me, my brother, and my sister. So my parents, that's their first grandchild. And guess what happened? I was able to have so much fun. I was not thinking about food the whole time, and this is what triggered this memory, is like, wow, here's another event at the same location. It was at my parents' house because they have this beautiful backyard that my dad like made it all into his Picasso, and it's so beautiful with all these trees and plants and stuff. And so it got me to reflecting and being like, wow, this time around is amazing. This time around, I'm not just thinking about food the whole time. This time around, I'm not just thinking about how bloated and uncomfortable I am. Yeah, it was hot and I was uncomfortable, but because I get really hot really easily, but I wasn't afraid to get into my bathing suit and go swimming in the pool. I wasn't just a recluse in the kitchen trying to binge on all of the appetizers and the catering. No, I was out there engaging with my sisters and brothers' friends who I grew up with and I was so close to, and the rest of my family and the new family additions. Yeah, food was not consuming my life. I got to actually make really true, memorable bonding experiences, and I could laugh and I could be myself. I had my personality back. I wasn't myself back around the first time around. I had lost my personality. I had lost the ability to like really laugh and just have fun and be free from these thoughts around wanting to control my diet, feeling guilty, feeling shameful, trying to control my body. All of that was gone. And you know what? That in itself made life so much more worth it. I would take that over having the perfect, ripped, lean, six-pack body any fucking day. And you know what? I felt a hell of a lot healthier than I did eating all of that cake and the greasy, you know, Mexican food catering that was so fucking bomb. I felt so much better and healthier mentally, physically, and emotionally eating that than trying to stick to my perfect strict meal plan of either chicken and tilapia or a raw green smoothie. And that in itself showed me where my priorities were in life. And that is so much more important to me than anything else. And that's what makes life worth living. It's not about being perfect with your diet or your body. You'll experience life a lot better, and the people around you will enjoy being around you a lot more. They don't care about your six-pack or your perfect diet. They care about you when you're truly happy from the inside out. And then you exert that light to everyone around you. So that's my story, and I wanted to share it to you because it was just a huge pivotal realization for me. And I hope that throughout your recovery or throughout your yo-yo dieting lifestyle or your quest to find the most healthiest lifestyle for you, you can really step back and really ask yourself, what do I want out of life? What's making me happy, and what's taking away my happiness, and what's taking away my freedom, and what will give me freedom and sanity, and then health in return as a result of that. So don't be afraid to ask yourself these questions, and if they don't align with what everyone else is doing or saying to do, you have to listen to yourself. You gotta tune out all the bullshit and find what works for you and what makes you happy and sane and free. Because this is your life. You're not living for everybody else. So cheers to the rest of your life, and I hope that at the next event that you go to, even with all the fear and the doubt and the anxiety probably around food and what people are gonna think of you or whatever, that you can come to terms with what's going to make it the most enjoyable for you and what's going to give you the most quality experience out of that. Define what that means for you, and don't let anyone else tell you what that means except what aligns with you and your life. Okay, so cheers to eating the cake, or the same with the pizza. So listen to your body, find your balance, and fuck the rest. Damn the diets. Okay, so let me know what you thought in the comments below. Share this with anyone that you think that might enjoy hearing it. Maybe they're caught up in a diet and they're like, oh, I'm just so unhappy and I don't know what to do, but I want this and this in my life, but I just can't have both. Maybe someone like that needs to hear this. So send it their way, like, subscribe, and until next time, I will see you guys in the next video.